point. I don't think that we all agree on anything. Name one thing that we can all agree on. Nothing, right? Except for maybe this. I think we can all pretty much agree that Brian Kelly and LSU were a terrible match from the very beginning. For some reason, LSU didn't know that. LSU had no idea. But the rest of the entire world did. That marriage was doomed from the very get-go. We all knew it was a question of if, not a question of if, but a matter of when. A matter of when they would consider that a divorce. Again, the only question was how soon.
Consider that a divorce.
We knew that was coming. How did they not know that was coming? When? How soon? Well, on Saturday, the Aggies said, how about now? You want to do it now? How about now? Texas A&M essentially excommunicated Brian Kelly from the family. Oh, no, check that. From the family. We all knew BK was never, ever going to live down that fake accent, ever. Long before he ever even coached a game at LSU, his tenure at LSU was already on the clock. He was already on the clock. When he showed up to an LSU basketball game with that southern accent that he suddenly acquired on the flight over, that was a wrap. At that moment, it was already obvious that that was never, ever going to work. I mean, credit to Mike Elko and Texas A&M, though. They landed the knockout punch, man, and what an absolutely outrageous job Elko is doing with that program right now. They're 8-0 for the first time since 1992, and they just went right into Death Valley and humiliated LSU so badly they felt that they had no choice but to break off their head coach, even though he's got about $53 million left on that contract. Which is why I'm thinking that when BK met with AD Scott Woodward yesterday, he was probably channeling Coach O. BK probably rolled into that meeting like, what time do you want me to leave? And what door you want me out of, brother?
I said, what time you want me to leave and what door you want me out of, brother? Brother.
An all-time line. Meantime, Orgeron's buyout was only $17 million. Imagine how excited BK must have been to get axed, knowing that he's got $53 million coming. It's like the year of the buyout in college football. Teams are now on the hook for $169 million in buyout payments for firings this year alone. BK's buyout is now the second biggest ever after what A&M had to pay Jimbo Fisher to go away so they could hire Mike Elko. And of course, incredibly, the same dude, Scott Woodward, hired both of them. The same guy hired Jimbo at A&M and BK at LSU. And neither of them even reached the college football playoff, and the combined buyout to fire those two dudes was $129 million. Dudes like that are hired to ensure that athletic departments make money, not lose north of $100 million in the hiring and firing of football coaches alone. Like, how the hell would you let that dude anywhere near another hire of another football coach, given those two horrific and crazy costly hires? You're going to let that guy hire the next coach after hiring those two coaches and those buyouts? And then, honestly, from A&M's standpoint, it felt especially personal, considering that Tommy Moffett was part of it. Moffett is the A&M strength coach that was the LSU strength coach for over 2 decades, until BK showed up and sawed him right off. You're not part of the family. You ain't one of us. You aren't part of the family. Yeah, I don't know, BK. Number one, where did that accent come from? And number two, I've been in this here family for 2 decades. Yeah, well, there's a new family, and you ain't in it, Tommy. So clearly Moffett is not over it yet, because check out my guy, A&M QB, Marcel Reed. explaining how important this win was for all of them because of their guy, Moffett.
Yeah, Moffett got some Gatorade poured on him at the end of the game by the O-line, for sure. But yeah, Moffett, wanted this game just as bad as anyone else. And, I remember Thursday he kind of brought in a tackling dummy with Brian Kelly's face on it. We all just started kicking and stomping and stuff like that. But, yeah, this one was an important one to him.
Sounds like it. That is incredible. The A&M strength coach, who was at LSU for 2 decades and then fired by BK, showed up with a tackling dummy with BK's face on it, and the team started kicking and stomping on the dummy's head, the one with BK's face on it. And then they went out and they did the exact same thing to BK's team on Saturday. And by the end of the weekend, the dude's already fired. It's incredible all the way around. It all just felt like an inevitable ending.
Inevitable.
To a tenure that never had a chance to begin with, honestly. Cursed. Cursed by one of the most cringe moments in the history of college football. The moment it became clear that BK didn't actually belong was when he made it very clear that he thought that he'd be a perfect member of this here family.
Thank you. Well, this is a great way to get started, and I haven't even won all my games yet. It's a great night to be a Tiger. I'm here with my family, and we are so excited to be in the great state of Louisiana, but more importantly, to be with you great fans and to be part of what is going to be an incredible ride here at Louisiana State University.
If by incredible ride here you mean one of the worst rides ever, then I would agree with you, fam. How about my man walking out there? What an incredible welcome. And I haven't even won all my games yet. Won all your games yet? You didn't even make the college football playoff once. Dude, you do know the 3 guys before you all won natties. And this is what they do at LSU. They bring you in to contend for and win natties. You never even got them to the college football playoff. And that whole family thing, we had a lot of fun with that. But my man is like Northeast through and through. What's he doing showing up in Louisiana talking about family? Family. Who were you trying to convince with that? Like, everybody knew you weren't one of them, BK. Did you just think that you could practice that dialect on the jet coming over and that they'd think you were one of them? Yeah, you were never going to contend for and win natties. That's what you're hired to do there. And the next guy who gets that job, word of advice, number 1, don't fake some dialect. And number 2, you better contend for and win natties, or the same thing will happen to you. But that was never going to happen under BK. But, at least the good news is everybody still loves and really misses him in South Bend. Am I right, BK? Right? You leaving them was the best thing that ever happened to them.
You don't like that comment. I don't like that comment.
You know what I think?
Not a very good comment.
I think now would be a really good time to get that jug band back together. Take a little time away from coaching. Get back to your actual roots. You know, like scratching the washboard. Smacking a couple of spoons together and blowing into them there tops of empty jugs. Might be a nice break to take that buyout money and get the band back together and hit the road. BK and the Jug Band on tour might be exactly the break from football that BK needs right about now. And who knows, they might actually love your whole country act down in Gainesville.
It's a great night to be a Tiger. I'm here with my family.
We can't play any worse than that, I don't think.
In the great state of Louisiana, but more importantly,
I love that song.
to be with you great fans. Part
That's a
of
banger.
what is going to be an incredible ride here. at
Man,
Louisiana State
that washboard
University.
slaps hard. I love that dude on the jug. That dude on the jug's my favorite. Man, I can't wait for that wooden spoon solo. But I love that dude on the jug. The whole thing slaps hard. I love that band. Dang, BK. It's catchy, though. I love it. I love it. I saw that Springsteen movie over the weekend, like I said, but I wish I had seen BK and the Jugs.
It's a great night.
When's that movie? When's the biopic about BK and the Jug Band? I hope that's already being written right now. I hope they've already got a screenplay for that.
It's a great night.
I wonder who's going to play BK in that. Who's going to play BK in that biopic? Some rat. 1-800. Man, that when it goes fast. How many times do you hear me say that? When it goes fast. Both Franklin and BK, both on the short list to win the Natty this year. Both in the top 5 to start the year. And both gonzo. Both fired already. Both gone before November. I mean, we knew Billy Napier was in trouble. Mike Gundy, I mean, yes. Still haven't heard from him. Deshaun Foster didn't last very long, did he? But BK and James Franklin, man, that is wild. Especially given those buyouts. Like, you know how much money you must have? You know how much money the schools have to have not to give a damn about either one of those guys? Get them the hell out of here. Yeah, but we owe them $53 million. I don't care. And by the way, has anybody ever plummeted back to earth and hit as loud and as hard as UCLA Saturday? And yes, I did pick them. I was feeling good about them. The spread was just so immense. I love Indiana. Love Indiana. But I got to admit, I was starting to fall in love with UCLA. That thud you heard, that was UCLA crashing back to earth.